Good evening everybody, I'm Fictional Crystals and another Season 3 trailer has been released. With less than 2 days to go till Season 3, we just got a new Voltron trailer, so let's take a closer look at it. The first few shots of the trailer are all from Season 3 Episode 1, which was shown at San Diego Comic-Con. We've also heard the dialogue before in another Season 3 trailer. Basically, Lotor is just fighting in the gladiator arena. He's wearing a helmet but later reveals himself. His generals can be spotted in the audience. These ladies are Lotor's inner circle, and are all half galra, half something else. They focus on this general more than the others in all of the trailers. She's going to play quite an important part in the story. She's the same galra that Keith rescued from the Weblum. You can tell because of their armor. The Paladins are looking up at the Black Lion. They need a new pilot for the Black Lion because Shiro's gone. He's not dead, he just disappeared. We got several moments like this in the previous Season 3 trailers. Note the expressions of the 4 Paladins. Hunk and Lance have pretty neutral expressions while looking at the Black Lion and thinking of Shiro. Though they did look up to Shiro, they weren't as close to him as Pidge and Keith. Pidge is fairly neutral too, but slightly on the sad side. Pidge was rather close to Shiro. Then Keith is very sad looking. He was the closest to Shiro and has known Shiro for the longest. Keith is very upset about Shiro's disappearance and doesn't want to form Voltron without him. But they have to eventually because Lotor and his generals are on their tail. Only 3 of his generals can be seen in the shot. We can't see that happy orange one. They've got someone at gunpoint. Who it is unknown. They just ask where this person's protector is. Their surroundings make it look like they're in a tunnel. Could be the Palmyra, but it's hard to tell, since all of these caves and tunnels look very similar to each other. There are several planets that they might be on which we've already seen in the trailers. Several galra ships are flying towards this planet. There's a big fight that will go down. This does take place after Keith, Lance, and Allura's flying switches. Pidge says that they've been set up. Apparently, according to information from San Diego Comic-Con, Lotor is going to be a very complex antagonist who heavily relies on his intellect, more than what can be said for his 80s counterpart.
I feel meaner already.
He's going to be a tricky antagonist to deal with. Keith is the new leader. He's getting the team to work together in this tough situation. He's not actually that bad at motivating everyone, and he does get the Black Lion to work. Eventually, they will manage to form Voltron, but not before some problems because the lions aren't working. Lotor got them, the lions are powered down. Keith is very calm and Hunk is very panicked. Hunk says something which sounds like the tagline from like 6 of Lance's favorite movies. All of the lions are on this planet, so Lance is in red and Keith is in black here. I'll talk about blue in this scene a little later on though. This shot of Keith's eyes must be from around the same time as all of this. Lance is fighting the Weblum galra. Keith also has to fight her as we see in another trailer. Pidge and Hunk are stuck fighting another general. Keith is using the black bayard to fight the Weblum galra, so Lance must have the red bayard. There the Weblum galra is again on the same planet as was in the first episode of Season 3. The Paladins are looking at the doorway. Allura must be coming in with some bad news, because Lotor is always one step ahead of them. No matter where they go, he's there too. And he doesn't even have a connection to the Black Lion like Zarkon did. Lotor is smart, he knows how to trick the team. He has everything planned out, which Keith doesn't. Keith, although he is good with the motivational speeches in the trailer, he is not good with plans. He relies on his first instincts rather than thinking about what will happen next, something that he needs to work on now that he's the leader. Despite that though, can we just take a moment to acknowledge Keith's amazing character growth? You can really tell how much his attitude has changed in this trailer. I feel like people are constantly complaining that Keith's getting character development, just because not every character has had that kind of development yet. We're only up to Season 3 of the show. All of the main characters will get their time to shine. You just have to be patient.
Patience yields focus.
We shouldn't be angry that one character is getting development, just because another hasn't yet. Voltron seasons are fairly short. You don't want to cram all 7 of the main protagonists' development into that short amount of time. It would just feel rushed. It's better to focus on 1 or 2 characters at a time. And right now there is a lot going on for Keith. We should be happy about that. Lance will be getting his spotlight in this Season 2. They've got some good stuff planned for Lance, so don't worry. Him becoming the new Red Lion pilot will affect him. In this part of the trailer, they've only got 4 lions. There's no blue, Keith is in black and Lance is in red. They're getting badly hurt and need the blue lion. This is when Allura will swoop in. She's confirmed to be Blue's new paladin now that Lance is in red. Back to the planet from earlier in the trailer. See how the black and yellow lines are dark, but there is some red light coming in. This is exactly the same setting as what we can see in the Netflix August preview, except Allura and the blue line are not like this. The blue line is working unlike the other 4. She's the one that saves them, reuniting the 5 lions. The trailer ends with this heart-wrenching scream from Coran. This is the first time Coran has spoken in any of the Season 3 trailers. He's seeing everyone losing against Lotor. Aside from some other quick shots and fight scenes, that's about it for this trailer. So thanks for watching and stay hyped for Season 3.